Cuckoo's Calling, a detective novel authored by J.K. Rowling under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith, was published in 2013. This narrative marks the advent of the Cormoran Strike series, setting the stage for a sequence of gripping detective stories. The book introduces readers to Cormoran Strike, a private investigator grappling with personal and professional challenges. Alongside Strike is Robin Ellacott, initially his temporary secretary, whose competence and intelligence quickly render her an indispensable ally. The novel begins with the enigmatic death of supermodel Lula Landry, which the police had ruled a suicide. However, her brother, John Bristow, refuses to believe this conclusion and hires Strike to delve deeper into the circumstances surrounding her death. As Strike and Robin navigate through a maze of high-profile suspects and complex family dynamics, they uncover secrets that challenge the initial perceptions of the case. The story unfolds in London, providing a rich backdrop that adds to the novel's atmosphere of intrigue and sophistication. Rowling, through the guise of Galbraith, crafts a narrative that combines classic elements of detective fiction with modern sensibilities, exploring themes such as fame, fortune, and the human psyche. The interactions between the characters are finely drawn, offering insights into their personalities and evolving relationships. Through the Cuckoo's Calling, Rowling establishes a solid foundation for the Cormoran Strike series, blending meticulous character development with a compelling plot. This book not only entertains, but also cements Rowling's prowess in a genre distinct from her previous works. As the investigation unfolds in the Cuckoo's Calling, Cormoran Strike's initial skepticism about the case gradually diminishes as layers of complexity emerge. Hired by John Bristow, who is adamant that his sister, Lula Landry, did not take her own life, Strike delves into the glamorous yet murky world of a celebrated supermodel whose life ended tragically. The police had quickly concluded a verdict of suicide, influenced perhaps by the chaotic scene at her luxurious London flat and Lula's high-profile lifestyle, marked by intense public scrutiny and personal tumult. Strike's journey into the investigation is financially motivated at first. His struggling agency desperately needs the client, but his innate curiosity and sense of justice drive him deeper into the enigma of Lula's death. Assisted by Robin Ellacott, whose sharp instincts and dedication become increasingly apparent, Strike starts to piece together the events of Lula's last day. They scrutinize interviews with her friends, family, and the various figures who orbited around her in the fashion industry and her personal life. As they dig deeper, several clues begin to point towards a more sinister explanation. Lula's neighbor, Tansy Bestighi, provides a pivotal testimony despite initial police dismissal. She claims to have overheard a heated argument in Lula's apartment the night she died, an account she was pressured to retract, hinting at coercion or fear. This revelation propels Strike and Robin down a path that suggests Lula's fall from her balcony may not have been a desperate act of self-harm, but a calculated act of violence directed towards her. Moreover, the discovery that Lula was seeking out her biological family adds layers to her personal conflicts and the potential motives of those around her. Her adoption and the dynamics within the Bristow family introduce financial and emotional entanglements that could motive murder. Each interview and clue seem to weave a complex tapestry of jealousy, betrayal, and hidden relationships, challenging Strike and Robin to look beyond the facade of celebrity and wealth to uncover the truth. The plot thickens with the mysterious death of Rochelle Onifade, a friend of Lula's from her past, who is found dead after meeting with Strike. Her death is a grim reminder of the stakes involved and suggests a killer determined to hide the truth about Lula's demise. This realization steels Strike's resolve to untangle the web of deceit surrounding the case, leading him towards a confrontation that will not only solve the mystery, but expose the deep-seated corruption and cruelty within a world obsessed with surface and appearances. In The Cuckoo's Calling, the evolving dynamic between Cormoran Strike and Robin Ellacott forms the backbone of both the investigation and the narrative's emotional core. Initially hired as a temporary secretary, Robin's role quickly expands as her intrinsic detective skills and keen intelligence come to the forefront. Her engagement with the case goes beyond mere administrative support. She becomes an investigative partner to Strike. Her enthusiasm for detective work and her insights frequently propel the investigation forward, earning Strike's respect and deepening their partnership. This professional relationship, however, is not without its tensions and trials, particularly given Robin's personal life. Engaged to Matthew Cunliffe, she faces the challenge of balancing her burgeoning career aspirations with her fiancé's expectations and the traditional life he envisions. Robin's growth from a temporary secretary to an indispensable assistant is marked not just by her contributions to the case, but also by her personal journey towards self-realization and professional fulfillment. John Bristow, who brings the case to Strike, is driven by a complex mixture of grief and unresolved familial tensions. His insistence that his sister, Lula Landry, was murdered stems from a convoluted family dynamic and his own insecurities. As Lula's adoptive brother, John's motivations are intertwined with jealousy and rivalry, particularly in the context of their family's wealth and the stipulations of inheritances. His character embodies the themes of familial loyalty and betrayal that permeate the novel. Lula Landry herself, though deceased, is a central figure whose life and death drive the story. As a famous model known to her friends as Cuckoo, her public persona contrasts sharply with her private struggles, particularly with her identity and her relationships within her adoptive and biological families. Her exploration of her biological roots introduces a crucial subplot that adds depth to her character and complexity to the mystery surrounding her death. The narrative is also populated with a diverse cast of secondary characters who each contribute to the unfolding mystery. From Lula's neighbor, Tansy Bestige, who plays a critical role with her contested testimony, to the enigmatic designer Guy Sommet and Lula's troubled boyfriend, Evan Duffield, these characters enrich the story. Each one not only adds layers to the central mystery, but also provides a broader commentary on the worlds of fashion, fame, and fortune. Their interactions and histories with Lula provide essential clues that help Strike and Robin navigate the convoluted social web in which Lula lived. As Strike and Robin peel back the layers of each character's involvement and motivations, the story delves into themes of appearance versus reality and the masks people wear. The intricate relationships and personal histories explored in The Cuckoo's Calling highlight the complexity of human motives and the often painful truths that lie beneath the facades people present to the world. The Cuckoo's Calling masterfully explores several pervasive themes, notably those of fame, family, and the facade of public personas. Through the lens of a detective narrative, the novel scrutinizes how the glittering surface of celebrity often masks deeper, darker realities. Lula Landry's life and death exemplify the isolating and destructive aspects of fame, illustrating how public adulation and media scrutiny can distort personal relationships and self-perception. This theme is further echoed in the lives of other characters who orbit the world of celebrity, each grappling with the discrepancies between their public images and private selves. Family, both biological and chosen, emerges as another central theme. The complex relationships within the Bristow family, marked by adoption, death, and inheritance disputes, drive much of the narrative's tension. These relationships underscore the novel's exploration of what constitutes a family and how familial bonds and obligations can motivate or indeed corrupt individuals. The subplot involving Lula's quest to connect with her biological family introduces questions about identity and belonging, which are pivotal to the unfolding mystery. Rowling's narrative style, under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith, is marked by a distinct departure from her earlier works. While the magical universe of Harry Potter is built on a foundation of fantasy, The Cuckoo's Calling is firmly rooted in the gritty, often grim realities of a contemporary London setting. Rowling, as Galbraith, adopts a more direct, noir-influenced style that emphasizes psychological depth and character complexity. Her detailed character development enriches the narrative, turning each character into a study of motives and secrets. Moreover, the intricate plot of The Cuckoo's Calling showcases Galbraith's ability to weave multiple narrative threads and red herrings into a cohesive and satisfying conclusion. The novel's structure, with its steady accumulation of clues and gradual revelation of secrets, keeps the reader engaged and guessing, hallmark traits of effective detective fiction. This meticulous plotting, combined with a keen insight into human behavior, sets the novel apart as a standout work in the crime genre. In conclusion, The Cuckoo's Calling not only entertains, but also offers a sharp critique of contemporary society through its examination of the burdens of fame, the complexities of family, and the often fraught relationship between public perception and private reality. Rowling's work under her pseudonym demonstrates a versatile narrative prowess, capable of crossing genres while retaining her trademark storytelling sophistication. Upon its initial release, The Cuckoo's Calling received critical acclaim for its classic detective story elements and complex characterizations, albeit under the guise of an unknown debut author, Robert Galbraith. The novel's reception was modest at first, with a few thousand copies sold, reflecting the typical market response for a first-time author in the crime genre. However, the literary landscape dramatically shifted when it was revealed that Robert Galbraith was, in fact, a pseudonym for J.K. Rowling, the renowned author of the Harry Potter series. This disclosure, prompted by investigative journalism and subsequently confirmed by Rowling, catapulted The Cuckoo's Calling to the top of bestseller lists around the world. The revelation significantly boosted the book's sales, with readers eager to explore Rowling's foray into detective fiction. The novel's sales surged by more than 5,000% in the days following the unmasking of Galbraith's true identity. Critics and readers alike revisited the book with renewed interest, often noting how the themes and narrative style differed markedly from Rowling's previous works. This blend of mystery and in-depth character study attracted a broad audience, ranging from dedicated fans of Rowling to enthusiasts of crime novels. The impact of The Cuckoo's Calling extended beyond its pages with the adaptation of the novel into a television series for BBC One, titled Strike. The series brought Cormoran Strike and Robin Ellacott to the screen, with Tom Burke and Holliday Grainger portraying the central characters. This adaptation not only introduced the narrative to a wider audience, but also added a visual dimension to the intricate London backdrop and the tense, engaging plot that had captivated readers. The show received positive reviews for its faithful adaptation and strong performances, particularly praising the chemistry between the lead actors. The television series further cemented The Cuckoo's Calling and its subsequent sequels in popular culture, sparking discussions about the portrayal of detectives in media and the translation of books to screen. The success of both the novels and the TV series highlights the enduring appeal of well-crafted detective stories and the particular charm of Rowling's complex, flawed, yet relatable characters. As such, The Cuckoo's Calling not only marked Rowling's successful venture into a new literary genre, but also expanded her influence across different media, demonstrating her versatility and broad appeal as a storyteller.